Leading up to Jurassic World Rebirth, the usual chorus of jaded internet critics were already sharpening their claws, whining about how predictable and uninspired it looked. To which I say, what exactly were you expecting? Citizen Rex? Let's be honest. No one walks into a Jurassic Park movie expecting cinematic transcendence. We come for dinos, chaos, and maybe a decent one-liner before someone gets eaten. And guess what? Rebirth delivers.
Pizza time.
In fact, it's better than the last 3 movies, and somehow manages to outshine the pointless exercise that was Jurassic Park 3. Yes, I'm still bitter about the talking raptor dream.
Alan.
Before we even meet our traumatized dino snatchers, Rebirth gives us something genuinely unexpected, a horror movie style intro. But there's no cheesy voiceover, no soaring John Williams knockoff, just eerie sound design, a sterile and creepy Alien Resurrection style laboratory, and then BAM! That logo zooms out like we're watching a Nightmare on Elm Street. It might be the best logo reveal in the entire franchise. Set 5 years after Dominion, which Rebirth wisely pretends barely existed, dinosaurs now mostly thrive in tropical zones. And wouldn't you know it, 3 specific dino species hold the key to a miracle drug that could cure the entire world. Enter our very marketable cast, Scarlett Johansson as the emotionally unavailable mercenary on One Last Job TM, Jonathan Bailey as the idealistic dino nerd, and Mahershala Ali as the weathered sea captain with a tragic backstory. Bonus points for dead kid trauma. Rupert Friend rounds out the cast as generic corporate asshole TM, number 42, who joins the mission for reasons? Look, if I were an evil CEO, I'd stay in my McMansion and zoom in. But I guess that's why I'm not the villain in a 7th sequel dinosaur movie. We also get a B-plot featuring a stranded family that our main crew rescues and then quickly loses like a bad habit. The family is mostly innocuous, but the daughter's awkward boyfriend serves up comedy like he's auditioning for Jurassic Park the sitcom. Do they matter? Not really. But they give us some fun chase scenes and one cute baby dino, so whatever. The film's biggest strength is its simplicity. It's not trying to reinvent the T-Rex. It's basically a dino-flavored Indiana Jones, a get-in, get-out, everything-goes-wrong treasure hunt with teeth. The team comes pretty well prepared on this expedition with their charter vessel and fancy gadgets, but even that can't outpace some stupid decisions and even dumber writing. Things quickly go from let's get in and get out to let's not get eaten, and the plot shifts into full-on survival horror mode. That said, it all still works. For the most part. You forgive the dumbness of the character decision since it's in service to the entertainment. Clearly we're not experiencing Mozart's Jurassic Park here. More like Mozart's younger, more chaotic brother, Brozart. He won't redefine the genre, but he'll show you a good time. The pacing is smart. 30 to 40 minutes of setup, followed by a steady escalation of dino-induced chaos. The action never blows its load early. Instead, it builds toward bigger, meaner, and nastier encounters, including one fantastic raft sequence that proves sometimes simple is better than another over-edited CGI mess. No, it's not as good as the original. Nothing will ever touch that 1993 magic. I saw it at age 8 and still haven't emotionally recovered from the first T-Rex breakout. Gets me every time. But comparing Rebirth to Jurassic Park is like comparing a decent burger to a 5-star steakhouse. It's not the same meal, and it's not trying to be. The mutant D-Rex? Surprisingly creepy. Sure, the build-up could have been better, and sure it looks like the Rancor from Star Wars that was left in the microwave for too long, but when that thing finally shows up and looking like every bad genetic decision rolled into one nightmare lizard, it lands. We're not just dealing with animals anymore, we're dealing with monsters. Congratulations, science, you played yourself. There's lots of other dinos on the full spectrum from cute to creepy that I'll let you experience for yourselves. Yes, some of the world building is half-baked and some plot threads beg for a sequel, but Rebirth keeps things tight, fast, and fun. It ditches the franchise's recent obsession with convoluted plots and gives us what we really want: dinosaurs chasing people in increasingly creative ways. It managed to keep things simple and yet hinted to a greater story being told, and gave us plenty of sequel bait. Look, no one expected Jurassic World Rebirth to be a genre-defining masterpiece. The bar was in the basement, possibly buried underneath layers of fossilized Chris Pratt performances. But somehow, miraculously, this thing crawled out of the dirt, grew some teeth, and gave us an actual movie. You know, one with characters, pacing, and a plot that isn't just, whoops, we made another monster. Final verdict? It's a 2-hour thrill ride with heart, decent characters, and one of the best chase scenes in franchise history. A T-Rex plus a family raft equals cinema gold. It's more Indiana Jones with teeth than traditional Jurassic survival horror, and the shift is refreshing. I'm giving Jurassic World Rebirth 4 out of 5 skulls. Because sometimes popcorn cinema just needs teeth, and this one has plenty. Well, thanks everyone for joining me for this review. Please leave me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to support, you can always become a member. I also have a Patreon if you check the links in my description. You can also donate if that is something you would like to do. So thank you for subscribing and watching this video, and I'm going to see you all next time. As always, stay scared.